Now there's a lot of equipment out there for baking and it can become very easy to get bogged down in gadgets. So I've worked really hard to stay focused on the bits of kit that actually make a difference to my final loaf. Now, some of this is simple and inexpensive, other bits take a bit more investment, but everything here has really earned its place. The first few bits are relatively new to my setup and the rest I've been using for years. Now this isn't everything that I own, but it's pretty much what I use every day. The things that actually make my baking easier, quicker, and more consistent. Now if you want to simplify your setup and you want to focus on what actually matters, this should help. Now, many of you will have seen that old enamel cloth that I used to use to cover my dough while it was baking. Well, I've used that for absolute years, but it wasn't without its issues. It was just a bit too big for my oven. I was constantly catching the dough when I was trying to place it up and over the top. That was driving me absolutely bonkers. Every time I used it, I was just risking messing up the loaf before I'd actually baked it. So, some of our Sourdough Unchained members suggested that I try out the Brod & Taylor baking shell. So I reached out to them and they were kind enough to send me one out to test. Now, my old pan, that weighed in at about 1.5 kilos. This baking shell is just 500 grams. So it's super easy to move around with one hand. And it also cools down in less than 10 minutes. That's way faster than my old pan. And even though it's just 1 centimetre shorter, that tiny difference, it means I can get it up and over the dough cleanly without catching it on the way into the oven. And that wider shape, that means I can bake really big balls now, as well as batards. And I just couldn't do that comfortably before. Same results, just far easier. So if you want to make your baking setup lighter and just easier, this is a really solid upgrade. Now this is one upgrade that I actually resisted for a very long time. I love my baking stone. It's beautifully made, but it does come with a few issues. First up, it's bloody heavy. This thing, it weighs over 8 kilos. My wife hates moving it, and now my daughter Lydia's baking. She can't even lift it. So when Brod & Taylor sent me over the cloth, they actually threw the baking steel in for me to try. Now, as I said, I love my stone, so I had no real interest in trying this, but I did want to give them some feedback just to say thanks. And of course, that meant I needed to bake with it. And you know what? Within that first test bake, I actually noticed some major differences. First up, that stone, the one I love, that takes about an hour to heat up. This steel is ready in 20 minutes. So I'm baking 40 minutes earlier and I'm using a lot less energy in the process. It also weighs 3.6 kilos instead of over 8. So I can lift it and move it around with one hand. Lydia can actually put it in and take it out of the oven. My wife, she's a lot happier too. And once it's hot, it actually stays hot. So I can bake loaf after loaf without waiting for that steel to recover. Now, I'm definitely not getting rid of that stone completely. You are still going to see it in my videos, but this steel, this one right here, it's become my go-to. So again, if you want to make your baking setup lighter, faster, and generally easier to work with without compromising on your oven spring, this is a great addition. Now, ever since I left the commercial kitchens, I've always mixed my dough by hand, but lately I've started to run into a few constraints. Now, I bake a lot. I bake for family, I bake for friends, and I bake for private clients too. And I just couldn't scale efficiently by hand. Even when I could, it was backbreaking. It took ages to mix one batch, let alone two. I've also got a really small kitchen, so when I started to increase these batch sizes, I simply didn't have the space on the worktop. And then there's the enriched doughs. I just can't get that same level of gluten development by hand, especially when you need to bring all of that strength on early in the process before you start to add things like eggs, sugar and butter. So I needed a mixer. Now, I narrowed down my search and I decided that I was going to give the Uni Halo Pro a whirl. Now, since I've got it, I've been able to mix doughs that are up to 5 kilos in one go. But most importantly, I'm not breaking a sweat. Mixing multiple formulas is now easy. That worktop of mine isn't completely tied up. The whole process is just far more efficient. But the biggest thing for me, the thing I think that sold this more than anything, is the enriched doughs. They're far better than anything I could produce by hand. I just wouldn't have been able to get there without a decent mixer. Now, I will say this has been the single best upgrade that I've made to my entire baking setup. Now, I've got a full breakdown of why I use it linked below, along with my complete baking kit. Now, I use these scales every single day. I've had them for over 3 years now, and you know what? In that time, I've only changed those batteries once, which I think's huge. And even if they did run out more often, you can actually plug these in with a mains adapter. That backlight, you can turn it on or off. The screen, super easy to read, even in bright sunshine. They take up to 8 kilos in weight and they measure in 1 gram increments. That makes it really easy to stay accurate when you're working with formulas. The platform, well, that's large enough to take big containers or pieces of dough, but you can still see that display clearly underneath. And the platform lifts off, so cleaning is simple. But the best feature for me, you can disable the auto power off, so they don't switch off halfway through the mix. That used to drive me mad with my other scales. They're solid, reliable, and super easy to use. And they're still small enough to store without taking over the kitchen. These are the best scales that I've found for the home baker. And then if I need to weigh anything that's under 1 gram, I use the Triton T3R. This is where precision really matters. I use it for things like dried yeast, baking powder, bicarbonate of soda, and spices, where even those small errors can throw the whole formula off. These are rechargeable, so you don't even have to worry about batteries. And they're incredibly accurate. You know, scales like this just take the guesswork out of those fine adjustments, and it lets you stay consistent across every single bake. Now, I've got quite a bit of temperature gear in my setup, and some of it does very specific jobs, like my Inkbird that runs my proofer. But if I had to choose just one thermometer, it would be the Thermopen. It reads incredibly quickly and accurately, and the display responds quickly too. This makes a big difference when you're working in real time. Now, I use it for everything. I check the temperature of my starter with it. I use it for my dough temperature of the ingredients, and even the temperature of the room or my fridge. Most importantly, I can use it to tell me when the loaf is properly baked too. This is the one I reach for pretty much every single day. And if you twisted my arm and I had to pick just one, this would be it. Now, these are my wire monkey alarms. I use them every single time I score my dough. And just to be honest, they haven't really improved my baking, but they just feel right when I'm working with sourdough. I love the walnut handles, the natural materials, and the way they just sit in my hand. They're beautifully crafted. Now, the Nux, that was my original favourite, but this goose alarm has taken the top spot now. Before this, I was just using a simple, loose razor blade, and it worked perfectly. But these, they keep that blade tucked away safely. That's super important for me now, especially as I've got Lydia running around in the kitchen with me. They're simple, well made, and they're just a pleasure to use. Everything here has seriously earned its place in my setup. If it doesn't make my baking easier, more pleasurable, or more consistent, it doesn't stay. Now, if you want to explore further, I'm going to leave everything linked below. Stay tuned.